because we'll do a couple of exercises before to warm up the body, and we'll do a meditation afterwards. But this Kriya, I already said about it last week, but it's really, I just was feeling like, last year wasn't the most easy year. There was lots of wonderful things that happened. But I feel like going into this year, there's still a lot of uncertainty under kind of what we can do and what's going to happen, what's the next month's going to look like. And I feel like for my own self, I wanted something that just keeps me centered and keeps me feeling strong in my own self so that I can manage the different things that come. I can manage if things speed up or if they slow down. Um, and whenever I practice this Kriya for a longer period of time, that's really how I feel like, both more in the flow. So things kind of like tend to work out a little bit better, and also stronger, so that when things are challenging, I can kind of ride through them more easily. So it's called a Kriya to master your domain. And it's quite a short Kriya when you do it for half the time. Like I did it yesterday, just a Kriya, and it takes about 17 minutes for half the time. And then that's including a 5-minute relaxation. So it's not too daunting. No, 12 minutes of exercise. We can manage that on a daily basis. And then as you feel your body strengthening, you can increase it if you have the time. Okay, so come and sit in a comfortable position. Let your hands rest on your lap or on your knees, whichever you prefer. Gently close your eyes. Take a moment to connect to your breath. As you become aware of the inhale, the exhale, you might start to become more aware of how your body feels. Maybe you notice that there's little parts of you or many parts of you that feel tense or tender this morning. And at the same time, perhaps there's parts of you that feel completely relaxed and soft. And notice this balance, that at the same time we can hold tension in the body and hold softness in the body. And begin to lengthen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Breathing down deeply into the belly as you inhale, feeling the abdomen go down and out. As you exhale, feeling the navel point just below the belly button come in slightly, gently pushing out the air. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and the face relaxed as you breathe. And bring the palms together. Rub them together a little. And press the palms together at the center of the chest, thumbs resting against the sternum. and lengthen the spine. Feel yourself rise tall from the sit bones up through the shoulders. Feel the chin slightly back, chest is slightly lifted. You might hear them collecting the glass from across the road. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And inhale deeply. And exhale completely. And on the next inhale, we'll tune in with Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. 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 Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. Press the palms together and set your intention for today, for this practice, maybe for the next few weeks. How would you like to feel in your mind, in your body? And then exhale and relax your hands and relax your breath. Okay, so we kickstart 2022 yoga with some breath of fire. We're going to do a lot of breath of fire today. But it's good to wake up the body, cleanse the body, to bring kind of increase the circulation in the body. And we're going to do this ego balancer posture. So the fingers are curled down. The pads of the fingers are like at the base of the fingers, and the thumbs are stretched, and they're stretched so you can really feel this stretch between the kind of palm and the thumb. And then the arms are at 60 degrees, and the eyes are closed, focused inwards. First, I'll just go over breath of fire in case anyone is not sure about it. So it's a kind of a breath that happens at the navel point, just below the belly button, and the rest of the body stays quite relaxed when we do breath of fire. So as you gently press in on the navel to push the air out of the lungs out through the nose. That's the exhale. And then on the inhale, you relax the abdomen. And as you relax the abdomen, you make space for the lungs to fill with air. So it's an active exhale and a passive inhale. And if you're new to it, take it really slowly and focus on the exhale part, and the inhale will happen. And as you get used to it, you can increase the pace and do whatever pace suits you. And if you're in the first few days of your menstrual cycle or you're pregnant, it's better to do long, deep breathing instead. Okay. So we bring the arms up to 60 degrees. Feel like the shoulders are down, chest is lifted, chin is in, and really feel that stretch right from the tips of the thumbs to kind of the armpit. And when you're ready, begin breath of fire. Or if breath of fire isn't good for you today, then do this with long, deep breathing. Eyes are closed. And you can roll them inwards and slightly upwards to focus on the point between the eyebrows. Stay with it. Keep strong. If the arms are getting really heavy and you need to lower them a little bit, you can. But see if you can work through it. Stretch them a little bit more. Focus on the breathing. Focus on the navel point. Few more seconds. Excellent. Now inhale. Spread the fingers wide and stretch the arms straight over the head. Touch the tips of the thumbs together and inhale more. Hold the breath and gently pull in on the navel point, pull up on the pelvic floor muscles. Inhale more if you need to. And as you exhale, gently sweep your arms down. And relax the hands on the knees or in the lap. Keep the eyes closed for a moment. Relax the breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. So this isn't part of the Kriya, but I'm also doing this in the 40 days, and the meditation we're going to do at the end, I'm also doing as part of the 40 days. But you can choose if there's one bit that speaks to you, like if you feel you don't have time to do a Kriya, but you'd really like to do something every day to kind of get yourself going, then this exercise is really amazing. I can't recommend it enough. Just to help you to feel more centered. For me, I feel like it balances the ego, so that if you're somebody who you tend to find yourself like comparing yourself to other people or putting yourself down always, that's because the ego is weak. And so when you do this exercise, it's like you don't mind so much what other people are doing. They're just doing their thing and you're doing yours. And then if your ego is a bit strong, like too strong, and you're always kind of think you're better than everybody else, then this helps you to bring that back into balance a bit as well. Okay, so we'll stretch the legs in front. And stretch them out, give them a little shake, point the toes away from the body. and bring them towards the body. And inhale as you point them away from the body and really stretch the toes, and exhale as you bring them towards the body. And then we'll go around in circles. So move the feet in a complete circle, really stretching the toes to the maximum, and change the direction. And shake the legs out. Okay, we'll bring the soles of the feet together. And relax the knees. Roll the shoulders up and back. Feel the spine is tall. And take a couple of deep breaths down into the pelvis. And notice how you feel, how the muscles are there. If it feels tender or if you feel very relaxed. And then we'll start to gently move the knees up and down. And breathe long and deep. And continue to breathe down deep into the pelvis, into the low back. Move at your own pace. And then relax the legs and inhale deeply. And as you exhale, fold forward as much as is comfortable for you. It might be a tiny movement forward. It's like you're bringing your chest, leading with the chest, keeping the head and the neck relaxed, keep the shoulders relaxed, and take a few long, deep breaths. And then inhale and come up. And exhale and gently bring the knees together and stretch them in front. Okay. And then you can keep one leg stretched in front, or you can bring it into kind of a half easy pose. And then we're going to take the other leg and hold it. Oh yeah, my hips are tight today. And hold it like a baby. So holding it in towards the chest and gently rock from side to side. So you want to feel the stretch on the outside of the hip, the outside of the thigh. It can be a slow movement. If you don't feel anything, then pull the knee a little bit closer towards the body. And come to the center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and let the leg relax down. And you might feel already that whichever leg you just were doing the stretches on is a little bit more relaxed than the other one. So then we'll take the other leg and we'll rock it from side to side. Come to the center, pull the leg a little bit closer to the body and breathe deeply. And then relax the leg down. And relax the legs. I'm going to do one more stretch with the legs. So for this Kriya, I find we do a lot of work with the legs and also with the navel. And until the navel is strong, then the legs kind of take a lot of the effort. And so it's really good to do some stretches for the legs before or at a separate time in the day. So stretch the legs wide apart. And if you like, you can kind of roll up a blanket, tuck it under your tailbone, and just kind of pull out the buttocks a bit so that it is more comfortable for you to sit like this. And engage the feet so the toes are coming towards the body. And we're going to inhale, stretching straight up, and then turn towards the left and exhale and fold over the left leg. Maybe you can reach the toes, maybe your hands rest on the shins, it doesn't matter. And then inhale up to the center, gently twist to the right, and exhale and fold down over the right leg, leading with the chest, inhaling up and exhaling down to the opposite side. And continue at your own pace. Every time you inhale, really stretch up fully, opening the chest. And then inhale straight up. Hold the breath, gently squeeze the mula band, pull in on the navel, up on the pelvic floor. And then exhale, relax the arms down, relax the breath. You can bring the legs into the center and then bring them back into easy pose, and you can sit on a cushion if you like. We'll do just a couple more warm-ups for the neck and the shoulders. So I'm going to roll out the shoulders. So bringing them to the front and up and back and down. Inhaling as they come up and exhaling as they go down. You can close your eyes. And do this like a massage, gently massaging out the tension, any tightness that's there. And then reverse the direction. So you're inhaling back and up, exhaling forward and down. And then inhale, bring both shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale deeply. Tuck in the chin and gently squeeze the body. And then exhale, relax the shoulders, relax the breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. And gently bring the chin to the chest. And slowly and mindfully roll the right ear towards the right shoulder and the head back. And then roll the left ear down towards the left shoulder and bring the chin to the chest. I like to inhale as I roll the head to one side and back, and exhale as I roll the head down to the other side, bringing the chin back to the chest. The next time you bring your chin to the chest, you can gently reverse the direction of the movement. And then very gently bring your head back towards the center and take a deep breath in and exhale. Okay, so we're going to begin the Kriya. And for the first few exercises, we're going to be doing breath of fire, but through the O-shaped mouth. So the mouth is in an O. An active exhale, passive inhale. Okay. If you're in the first few days of your menstrual cycle, breathe through the O mouth, but do long, deep breathing. And for the first exercise, if you're in the first few days of your menstrual cycle, it might feel too much. If it creates too much pressure on the abdomen, then relax. Okay. So we're going to come and lie on the ground. And to support your low back, you can place your hands under the buttocks with the palms on the ground. What we're going to do is bring the legs up to 90 degrees together and then bring them down back to the ground. And we're going to just continue that movement with the breath of fire through the O mouth. So come and lie down. Hands under the buttocks. And we go. Okay, keeping the legs and feet together if possible. If you find as you're going through that it's too much, you can take a couple of breaks. Or if you feel like there's really too much pressure on the low back, you can bend the knees on the way up and bend them on the way down, or you can do one leg at a time. Okay, find what works for you. Try it out. And you can always alternate between a few different versions, modifications. Go your own pace and find a steady rhythm that you can keep up. And focus on the breath, focus on the navel. Be aware of all the muscles that you're using in your body. Engage the glutes. Last little bit now, last 20 seconds. Inhale, Bring the legs up to 90 degrees. Hold the breath. And exhale. Relax. Relax onto your back. Rest for a moment. Relax the legs, the feet. Breathe down into the navel. Breathe into the low back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and stay on the back, stay in the same position. And this time we're going to do a similar exercise, but we're going to be lifting one leg at a time with a breath of fire through the O mouth. Okay, so when you're ready, you can start. Bringing one leg up to 90 and then down onto the ground, and then bringing the other leg to 90 and back down, and continue. And relax the legs onto the ground. And take a deep breath in. And exhale and rest for a moment. And feel the energy start to move through the body now. It's like we are waking up the cells, stimulating the circulation. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And you can bring yourself up either by turning yourself to one side and pushing yourself up, or hugging the knees to the chest and rocking yourself up into a seated position. And then we're going to come on to all fours. And for this exercise, we're going to continue with the breath of fire through the O mouth. And again, if you're in the first few days of your menstrual cycle, a long, deep breath through the O mouth. Breathing through the O mouth is really good for the nervous system. It's very good for relaxing the nervous system. So hands are directly under the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. And if you have very sensitive wrists, then you can have the hands and fists. And the knees are under the hips. The belly is dropped and the head is looking forward. And we're going to start lifting one leg straight back and then down, and then the other leg straight back and then down. And if you have a sensitive low back, don't just bring the legs straight back parallel to the ground. And if your low back is feeling okay today, you can also lift it up a little bit, so back and up. Okay, so when you're ready, begin. With the breath of fire at the navel. And use the navel point to keep the pelvis steady as you lift the leg up and back. And you're going to keep going, but as you lift one leg, you lift the opposite arm. So it looks like this. So as you stretch the left leg behind, the right arm stretches in front. As you stretch the right leg behind, the left arm stretches in front, and continue with the breath of fire through the O mouth. You might need to slow down to keep your balance. Inhale, stretch one arm and one leg. Really stretch them out, hold the breath, squeeze the navel. And exhale. And either come and sit on your heels or sit on your heels and bring your forehead to the ground. You can spread the knees wide if you like. And relax the breath here. Breathe into the low back, into the hips. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. And bring yourself up. So we only have 2 more exercises. So I said the Kriya was quite short, especially when we do the half times. So we're going to come up to stand. I know this is your favorite posture. So we're going to do some frogs. Those of you who were here last week will be happy to know that this week we're only going to do 26 frogs. So in the frogs, the heels are together, the feet are at a right angle, so kind of 45 degrees in each direction. And we're going to try and keep the heels off the ground and touching throughout the exercise. And then this squat position is the exhale. So the face is forward, and that's important. And then as you inhale, you lengthen the spine, letting the head relax and lengthening the legs. So from the side, it looks like this. That's the inhale and the exhale. If you have sensitive knees or you have a knee injury or something, then you can take a chair. I'll just show you. So a chair or the edge of the couch or a coffee table or whatever you have. And instead of coming the whole way down, just come into like a kind of a half squat and then lengthen the legs and let the head come down, okay? So exhale and inhale and exhale, okay? So that's if you have sensitive knees. You don't want to do it, overdo it. So come into the position. So I said to do 26, you're going to count in your own time. Up and down is 1. And if you've never done this before, or you haven't done it for ages, and it feels like 26 is way too much, try to do 15 and then just work up from there. Okay. And because everyone is going in their own pace, you've already started already, I see, head start. So when you come to the 26th one, just stand in the inhale position for a moment and then let your body relax forward with the feet on the ground. So go your own pace. I'm in catch-up mode now. So enjoy. So whenever you're finished, take your time. There's no rush. Just let your body relax forward. Breathe into the backs of the legs. And when you feel ready, slowly, slowly bring yourself up to stand. And then you can stand for a moment and take your time. Keep going until you've done enough for you, up to 26. Fantastic. Take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. And when you feel ready, bring yourself down to sit. You can sit on a cushion if you like. One of the fantastic things about frogs, about all the exercises, but I really notice it with frogs, is that if you do it every day, after a few days, it's like, oh, how was that hard a few days ago? So the body gets really used to it. So we just have one more physical exercise, and then we'll meditate a little and do a relaxation. So come and sit comfortably. So we're going to bring the arms in a V shape. And we're going to be inhaling, bringing the arms straight up, and exhaling, bringing them back into a V shape. Okay. So, and if we're going to try to keep the arms like straight, so there's no bend in the elbows. If there's a bend in your elbow, because it's not possible to straighten your arm, that's fine. And keep the fingers in line with the arms. And we hold that. It's like the arms are made of steel. No? So we're inhaling up and exhaling down, and we'll keep a really steady rhythm. Okay, so into the V shape. And when you're ready, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. You can close your eyes and focus on the third eye, the point between the eyebrows. Just gently roll the eyes inwards and upwards. Breathe powerfully in and out through the nose. And if the arms start to feel heavy, then breathe even more powerfully. We're recharging our heart center. It's like we're creating this funnel, no? Strengthening the electromagnetic field, strengthening our energy field. And if it gets really hard, then smile more and continue to breathe deeply. Sat Nam, Sat Nam, I am truth. Truth is in me. I see the truth around me. I see the truth in others. Sat Nam, silently meditate Sat as you inhale, Nam as you exhale. 20 seconds more. Stay strong. With the arms in a V, inhale deeply, deep as you can, deeper. And hold the breath and squeeze the navel, squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, squeeze the arms, squeeze the body. Inhale more if you need to. And then exhale and slowly lower the arms down. And place the left hand on the center of the chest and place the right hand over it. And keep the eyes closed. And soften your breathing. And as you do, follow the flow of your breath. Allow the muscles in the face to relax. Be aware of the space behind the hands, the heart center. And allow your focus to land here as you continue to soften the breath. I invite you to come onto the ground in this position. So keeping the legs in a crossed position and keeping the hands on the center of the chest. Of course, you can use your hands to help you to go onto the ground. So it's not comfortable to have the legs crossed when you're on the ground. You can stretch them straight in front of you. And continue to follow the flow of the breath. Allowing the breath to guide you into your body. Into the silence that is within you and all around you. And you can stay in this position throughout the relaxation. Or if you prefer, you can stretch out your legs and have the hands either on the heart center or by the sides of the body. And at any moment, if you want to get a blanket, please do so. And as you get yourself ready for relaxation, keep yourself in this space that you've created. Engaged antallen, engaged antir, engaged suivenes, engaged mukshri, engaged nadanta, engaged nakshri, engaged diya, engaged mukshri. Sunye, 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 Suniye sid pir suranat, Suniye narad davalia akash, Suniye indi below pata, Suniye poina sakiga. Nanak Bhagat Sada Vikas, Suniye Dukh Papakanas, Nanak Bhagat Sada Vikas, Suniye Dukh Papakanas, Sunye, Sunye, Kapagato Sadavika Suniendu Kapapakana. Through the deep listening, all pain and all suffering is washed away. And start to lengthen and deepen your breath, taking your time. Feel into your body. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly rotate your wrists and your ankles. Stretch the feet and the hands. And you can stretch the arms up over the body and stretch the legs and the arms, breathing deeply. You can cat stretch from side to side, bringing the legs up to the chest and then dropping them down to one side and turning the head in the opposite direction. And breathing into the spine. And then do the same on the other side. And then come to the center and rub the palms of the hands together, rub the soles of the feet together vigorously. And then hug your knees to your chest and rock yourself up and down along the spine and bring yourself up to sit comfortably. And if you're not comfortable sitting on the ground or on a cushion, you can sit on a chair for the meditation that we're going to do. We did this meditation recently, but I can't remember if it was last week or in the weeks before. Often all the weeks just blur into one. But we're going to do a practice called a 1 minute breath. I've been doing this for a while and I really love this practice. I find that it really helps me to deepen the silence of my meditative practice, and it helps me to also improve the relationship that I have with my breath. So it's called 1 minute breath because in the, I guess, like full version of the meditation, you do one breath per minute. So we break the breath up into the inhale, the hold, and the exhale. In some versions it's the inhale, hold, exhale, and hold out, but I usually do inhale, hold the breath, and then exhale. So if you did it for one breath per minute, it would be 20 seconds on the inhale, 20 seconds holding the breath, and 20 seconds exhaling. But it can take a while to build up that kind of breath capacity. So when you're starting, what you want to do is have the same length for the inhale, the holding, and the exhale. So it might be 5 seconds in, hold for 5, and exhale for 5, or you might be 10 or 7, or maybe you can do 12 seconds. You just kind of find your own rhythm. Usually it takes a couple of rounds to figure out which part of the breath is the shortest, and then whatever is the shortest part of the breath, you match the other two parts to that. Because sometimes you might be able to, hold the breath for a really long time, but only inhale for a short amount of time. And so then you do the hold and the exhale for the same amount as the inhale. Hopefully that's clear. So we're going to do it for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, or we'll see how we get on. The hands, you can sit in any posture. When I do it, I like to practice with the hands in the lap. So in Buddhi Mudra, the right hand on top of the left, and the tips of the thumbs touching. And the eyes are closed, And you can roll them inwards and upwards to gently focus on the third eye point, the point between the eyebrows. We just take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. And then start to inhale. And start to inhale slowly. And then hold the breath whenever the inhale is full. And then exhale slowly. And continue inhaling. Holding. And exhaling. So that rhythm that we've done is 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. If it's too long for you, you can shorten it. If it's too short, you can lengthen it. Go your own pace. Keep the face relaxed and keep the shoulders relaxed. The spine is tall. The chin is slightly tucked in. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath and squeeze Mula Bandha. So pull in on the navel, up on the pelvic floor muscles. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale again deeply. Hold the breath and squeeze the body. Through the mouth, exhale. One more time, inhale deeply. And hold it. And tighten the body. Squeeze the navel. And then exhale. And relax the breath. Sit for a moment. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Open and close the fingers. And shake out the arms. And bring the hands together at the center of the chest. We'll close the practice with 3 long sat nams, a long sat and a short nam. So inhale deeply. Exhale. And inhale. Sat nam. Sat nam. Sat nam. Peace to all, light to all, and love to all. May you feel balanced in yourself as you go through your day, your week, in this new year, 2022. Thanks for joining me again.